Hello everybody, how's everyone day? Ame Gakita desu. So on 16th of January 2024, Hololive Production and Corp had terminated their contract with one of their talents, Yozora Mel, in regards that she have apparently leaked information related to the company to a third party. And as such, due to an agreement by the talents and the company, they had elected with the decision for the termination. This came as a huge shock to the whole to a lot of the Vtuber community in a way, because in a sense you can say that this is technically the second termination after Lucia, and having like it happened around 2 years back when Lucia was known for leaking private information to a third party. Now, this in a way is similar and not similar at the same time. We'll go through that in a while, but in a way is similar is that she had leaked information to a third party that cannot be denied. Reaction by many people kind of split and show a different story, but as well as the speculation by many people had indicate quite a few interesting facts to look into. But again, can you understand that some of the speculation and things that I'll be saying is technically similar to a theory, so take them with a pinch of salt, don't take it at face value. And as well as some of the reaction can lead to many speculation in a way. So I will put out quite a few speculation. I won't put too much, but just a few speculation based on their reaction, as well as how many people also agree on or having like came to the same conclusion themselves. So in regards that, on like previously Melo did a live stream or like the day before, the night before the termination, and it came as a huge shock for many people, because it was like she was streaming one day and then the next day she got terminated. So a lot of people actually kind of like wondering what was happened, because Corp actually put up two different statements with the English version having additional information, which was kind of like they kind of put out the statement, realized that they made a mistake on the English version, and then they add on additional information. So in the statement wise, right, Melo, despite having engaged in a period of 5 years and 8 months since her debut as part of the first generation of Hololive, yes, she had been part of the Hololive, one of the so-called the first OG wave. Not just the Gen 0, which is basically inclusive of the others member. It's just that she is technically one of the first wave, the first generation, where a lot of people tend to not realize that she is one of the OG of Hololive. And she is really in an interesting way, right? She is not one of the popular members. In a way, if you guys actually notice that, yes, I had subscribed to her quite long ago. In fact, it was during one of my live stream when I say that I like the way she entertain people, as well as the way she have quite a lot of few of her interaction. So I actually do subscribe to her quite for quite a while already, and I did follow her and on my main account like long ago already. So I was aware of her. It's like she doesn't rock the wave where she the leak of information was like by intention. She doesn't like give me that vibe. No, like knowing her very well, she does not, and her subscriber count is not a lot. She is one of the few members that have like one of the OG member that did like debuted like one of the longest one, yet did not go beyond 1 million subscriber. And to be like, in my personal opinion, I do think that she deserves the 1 million. But as for right now, I can't be sure, because you guys have to understand that they have put up a statement that on the end of February 2024, the channel on the YouTube and membership will be ending. So we won't be able to see the channel. We won't be seeing this channel again in future. In near future, and after that onwards, and it's really sad to see like one of the longest member run going off. And thing is, right, one of the like a few like if even the reaction by the creator of the for the Vtuber model Melu, the or Melu Mama, was actually very emotional about her the termination, and want people to at least remember Melu-san, as well as the Fubuki actually, and the others including Matsuri, Sora, as well as Aki, is that they put up a statement. I think it was not just I think it was one of my mistakes, sorry. It wasn't Sora, it was, I think it was Hachama. I think it was Hachama. Sorry about it. Yep. Like they technically put up a statement stating that they will support they will still move on with their live stream. And again, like Miller is really one of the people with less than 1 million subscriber, other being that Akiros, we also have almost around nearing of the same amount of subscriber as Melu. So both of them are actually one of the OG first generation, and they didn't have up to 1 million subscriber, which is the reason why I say that they are one of the underrated member. But at the same time, they also tend to give me the vibe that they don't really stand out as much as people would think otherwise. Like they are more like the supporting role, not saying like in many way, but it's just that they are supporting role to the other members, and they are really one of the nicest person based on the way she interact with the chat, the way she interact with other people. She is really seemingly like the nicest person. But the issue is that there are a lot of people who are not very happy about it. Like a lot of the like a lot of people was actually kind of shocked and like saying like what the heck, because like she is belonging to the Gen 1, the one of the oldest members in their company. So it came as a huge shock to a lot of people. But again, a leak is still a leak. She had leaked information, and in Japan, right, NDA or non-disclosure agreement is very strictly like it's really taken very seriously, and very strictly like very strictly followed in Japan. So when anyone violate the contract, termination tend to be the only answer way out. Because and often more than not, like if people say like why would, like, can't she just stay, or maybe other way to go about it. The thing is, right, if the company compromise on her for once, like let's say for Lucia, people will go on, like all the other talents or other member will think that, oh, it's fine to show a little bit late because we'll still get that, we'll not get in trouble. Even if we get into trouble, people the company will still forgive us. So that is when other company who invest in the in holo production, or a company who want to do collab with them, right, will think otherwise, because they afraid their own company data will get leaked by Hololive. So if anyone leak information, termination is but as a mean to show to the other the whole, although not as what people might want, is one of the way to gain trust on the bigger scale, whether we all like it or not. And personally, I do not like it myself, but if they have put up the statement that they have elected to make the decision with the agreement from the talents, right, it stands to show that yes, the talent is aware that termination seems to be the only way out for both of them, both the company as well as the talent itself. But what actually got me a little bit on speculation is that the elected to make this decision. reaction by other Holo member came as a huge shock. Like Matsuri in the live stream that I believe it was done on Fubuki channel, which was not archived. You guys have to understand it was not archived. It's a very very sad thing. It would seem in a way that Matsuri was crying a lot, whereas Hachama, Akiros, and Fubuki seems to indicate that they will still move on and try to give more entertainment to the audience as a Gen 1 as one of the Gen 1. Although Fubuki is also part of Hololive Gamer along with Okayu, Korone, and Mio. So in a way, right, it is come as a huge shock for many people, thinking that why would such a thing happen in the first place. Like why, like the reaction by a lot of other members seems to show otherwise. And even Yago and A-chan, when they put up their own statement, they put it in a way that they thanks the talents. It's very unlike, like when I say like it's similar to Lucia when she leaked the information, but at the same time it's not similar. It's that Lucia was terminated with like just that way only. It's just she got terminated, that's all. But what made Melu a little bit interesting in a way where speculation start appearing is that the reaction sent by Yago and others seem to tell a different story, and that is when speculation by many people come about. And the statement given by Melu, she was given a chance to write to type out a statement herself that she apologized for the inconvenience and the sudden departure in a nutshell, and as well as that she had regretted and is reflecting on her action for the leak of information to the third party. And that in a way she is also asking for forgiveness on top of saying that she is also very grateful for all the people who have been supportive of her till now. Although she can't deliver on her promises on doing more to her fan and to the viewers, it is still come with a heavy heart that she hope that people will not forgive her and will not forget her, just like how she won't forget all the memories that she treasured with everyone, as well as the memory with other Hololive members, and that she will still look after other people because she really like everyone. Ending with the part with that she is apologizing one more time. It like again like it's really like when she put the point that the decision was like she regret and reflecting on her decision. In a way, like the way A-chan, the staff of Hololive, as well as Yago, indicating that they thanks for the long supportive service of Yozora Mel, is that it tell us like it can be speculated that the leak of information to the third party might have done unintentionally, or even in the it can be also be leaked accidentally, and that in a way it should not be her fault. But on the other hand, a leak is still a leak, and that she was the first to start the leak, and which the reason why she got terminated because it started from her. And I know it's a very very harsh, again, NDA or non-disclosure agreement in Japan is very taken seriously, so you guys have to understand that the company is like between terminating one person or the risk of their reputation and trust by many people. In a way, it is still gonna damage their reputation in a way because of the fan will lose a little bit of trust in the company, don't get me wrong. But on the larger scale, on the larger picture, you guys have to understand that when it comes to collaboration with other company or in terms of trust in the company with the document or information or this thing, right? If they compromise with one people again, with Melu again, then they may lose a little bit of trust. And you guys have to understand one thing: trust is like a glass. It's very, very hard to gain, but it's easily lost. Just like how a glass is very hard to make, but once it's broken, you just drop it and it's broken easily. It's like the process to make a glass, it takes a lot of effort. You need a lot of fire, you need a lot of material, you have to use a lot of experience, all these things to make the glass out. But when you drop it, it's gone. And even when you put it out back together, the crack will still be there. That's why trust is like glass. It's very hard to make, very hard to gain, but yet it's easily lost. So all in all, right, they have to come up with this choice, right? Just tend to show that they take very, very serious look in the information leak. And a lot of people are actually right now asking the question, like, what information was leaked? Personally wise, in my opinion, as well as my own take, right, I didn't think we should be asking that question. Personally, asking that question would lead to even more speculation and guessing. So I don't think that is the right thing we should be going for. Like, I don't think we should know, because it may or may lead to information that may be considered bad for the company or bad for the talent itself. Is very, very hard to know. But the one thing I would love to know, but at the same time is something that we should be asking so I hope you guys can understand, is that who is that third party? Is it a third party that is considered a friend, or someone who misuse the information and spread it? Or is it a information that is given to a third party unintentionally, and they just thought it as something else? So at the end of the day, it's very, very hard, because like for Lucia, like I mentioned at the time, is that we know very, very well that the third party, who was the third party at the time. I will not say his name, or whoever. Anyone who know very well about Lucia case will know who the third party is. But for Yozora Mel, the third party in this case seemed like there is no information at the time of this recording. I tried digging a little bit around. No result, which show that it is very questionable about who is the third party at the moment. Because when they show to third party, often more than not, you can easily find that third party. At the time, I couldn't find any information. So if in the future, if I got any information, or if anyone who show more, I might consider putting up a random chat, or I might just put in the community tag for the update or something along the line. So I hope you guys can forgive me for one of like giving not a complete research on my end. I will give a thorough information as well as thorough research on my end before I could give my take. But at the time of this recording, I find it very, very hard to pinpoint out the party at the moment. And based on information and the reaction by other member, right, I believe that the speculation that the third party might that was leaked to like the information leak was done unintentionally. It was done by accident, and that is something that we have to live by for now. But the second speculation that I really want people to take note, again, back to the point when they actually stated that they had elected. The word elected to make this decision is mean that it has been kind of like put to a vote. It had been put to a vote that they believe that the termination is a thing. So I don't think it's a decision done by one person. I don't think it's just the company. It is like a stated agreement with the talent. So in a way, they all put up a vote to state that the termination has to go on. It has to happen in order to ensure that the reputation to the company, Cover Corp or Hololive Production itself, is intact. Although fans will not be very happy, and as many fans are very upset or angry or whatever, I have seen a lot of speculation of people talking about the initial stalker manager or people misusing the information or kind of like take, or even going to the point of saying like people are trying to sabotage her. There are a lot of speculation. Even if one of the things that I come about was that people kind of like bug on her and then leak the information without her knowing it along the line. So in a way, knowing Mel is not impossible. It's also that I mean like in this world there will be people who is like making use of people kindness to and misusing them, and in this case Melu is one of the nicer people that I've seen so far. So people misusing on the kindness as or trying to sabotage her is again back to the question I want to ask, is that who is the third party? Is that the third party is someone that we need to know before any further speculation can be concluded. But it's really sad to see such a thing happening to a whole Hololive member, because again and again is that a leak is a leak. NDA has stated in, I believe is in their statement, that termination is part of the progress if the sensitive information have been spread. There are quite a lot of people coming up with different speculations, so all in all it's really sad to know that the termination for her had been confirmed. Like in her Twitter or X, right, have been indicate that it has end or like Kazutong Kanliu, which means basically the end of activity or the activity, or technically she's end all her work in a way. So all linked to her, unlike a graduation which will be live in the archive for future to people like live in future. Termination work a little bit differently. Termination again will mean that they will erase and closing all info that is related to Mailer. So we won't be seeing Mailer Twitter as well as her YouTube channel at the end of February, which is really sad. One of the OG member decided to just like she just disappeared. It's just like she called herself a 10-side bonfire, and it really hit me in a different spot because of two things. Bonfire is well known for disappearing into a meme, which in a way she really just disappeared out of nowhere. As well as that, her last live stream, her final live stream, hit very differently now. A lot of people come up with the speculation like they were confused about why would Melu do a live stream where there are actually people doing I will put up this link so that you guys can go and check it out. Like she had wrote messages for all the Holo EN last night as well as other members. Like she in her live stream, in her own live stream, she had did like for around 3 hours plus, she had been doing like talking about all the Hololive member, like what was her impression of them and what do she think about them. Every members. It hit a little bit like initially a lot of people was like saying like, oh, she's just thinking about what the other member are about to her, what she like about other member, or maybe what is her impression of other member. But now it hit differently now that we all know that she was aware of her termination. You guys have to understand one thing is that termination don't come on the day itself. It does not come immediately. It comes almost like in a way that the talents are aware. They already put up the speculation is already aware, and that when now the speculation had came in a way that people believe that the last stream done by her, the one where she talked about other Hololive member as well as her impression of them, this hit differently because it means to show that this might be her so-called, they have deemed it as a stealth graduation. a stealth graduation where she was aware that she will be gone. She is well aware that she will not leave as Yozora Mel from 16 January onwards, and that it really hit very very hard for everyone, a lot of fans including, because it just happened. It just out of nowhere, it just happened in a way. So when I was looking through the video, I realized that it was already red flag. Like there was quite a few red flag where she was saying like her impression, the impression of other member is like she's really aware of it. If you guys really are not aware, go and check it out yourself. I'll put up the video link to her channel. I will just put her channel up so that you guys can check it out yourself. And also I do recommend watching some of her live stream. It is like she is one of the nicest people I've ever seen. If you guys can't understand Japanese, don't worry, just search up clip of her. I believe those things will be put up for future use, for people to view about who is she. And as well as that, before the end of the closures of the YouTube channel, I believe everyone should give a try to listen to most of her music, to most of her song. I believe there will be a few fans who will actually record all of the song and put it, like kind of put it out as their own archive or something along the line. If not, you can just try listening. It is very very nice. Her singing is also I do like it. It's just that the last stream it just hit way more differently when than the first time when it kind of like confused a lot of people, and it just seems to show that she was aware of her termination, and it just come way too sudden. Even I wasn't expecting the termination out of nowhere because I didn't watch the live stream on live. I only watched it after archive, and the next morning as I was doing other research and recording, and after I was doing that, when I come and check it out, I was like, what? I was not expecting that. Like it just out of nowhere. And on the other hand, at the time I was like, okay, now that makes sense why her last live stream doesn't make sense. Like when you put two and two together, you kind of realize that the reason why she put up why would she talk about her impression of all the Hololive member is that she want to tell everyone like what she think about them, and that she want to remember them as what she have impression of them, and that show to prove that she want to remember everyone at their best moment, and that even though she got terminated, what she wished for was that she wished for us and everyone to remember her at her best. And I really hope everyone would do that for her, and not to come up with weird speculation, come up with weird story or rumor or this thing. Until there is a further information that I know or news sources that I can come across, or even the information of who is the third party, I will put this case sadly to a close for this random chat. I mean, like, she's really one of the longest member, and if you guys have to understand, NDA in Japan is really really taken seriously, and that it doesn't matter whether you are one of the longest running members or are you a new enter members. It just proves to everyone that Hololive don't joke around with this sort of thing, and that we should respect the company because it's part of their rules, it's part of their regulation, and it's also part in the contract itself. And the reaction by Yago and the staff of Hololive show to indicate that although they don't agree with the rule at times, they have to follow the rule, because again it's back to the reputation of the company. Is because at the end of the day, the fans have to understand Hololive Production, Corp is a big corporate organization right now. Reputation and to the brand itself is a huge thing, and even though the termination is going to hurt the company in some way, but the reputation and damage to the name Hololive is much bigger on a larger scale if not taken this such case seriously. Although I'm very inclined to believe that it's very likely that she, like this whole situation, like my only one speculation is that someone might have sabotaged her in a way. I'm very inclined to believe on that, but again, speculation lead to nowhere. Rumor will spread more misinformation, and my advice, again, like in my statement, I advise all to not come up with weird speculation, overthink about things, because even for me, it we really remember Yozora Mel at her best. We have to remember Melusa at for all the fun thing that she had did, and that the disappearance of her right now would it just mean that it's something that happened and we can't do anything about it. So that's really all my take for now. If you guys got your own take, don't forget hope you guys can understand. It's really affecting me in a way. The thing is, right, if you guys got your own take or how you guys feel about the termination of Yozora Mel from Hololive, do write in the comment below, or even comment of the thing how do you guys find about her, or maybe a few points that I might have missed out. Write them in the comment below and we may discuss it further. But if you do like this kind of video or want to follow me for more random chat where I talk about stuff that doesn't follow a single trend, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if not, just share the video if you want to. If not, hope you guys all have a nice day or night. Bye.